Hey yo, this is Marshman Town HD.
Yo, this is Washi Fire from Major Lazer. They're my lead, which means me I lead.
Big up Rated RPM, you don't know, can say so.
Big up to Rated RPM.
Double M, saying big up Rated RPM.
RPM, big up yourself.
It's all about the M, more power.
The biggest things in the whole country, the whole world.
So yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Life We Live, a Rated RPM podcast, right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, surprisingly. We come in to bring, a little flair, a little twist to everything. Our show is designed to give you the entire rundown as to the automotive lifestyle and culture in Trinidad and Tobago. And everything gonna get touched. Like, that is just the honest reality of it, I am fortunate and blessed to be joined by my co-host today. One co-host, Chea, is my brother actually, and a director in Rated RPM. Chea, what's good?
Yo, hi, cool. What going on?
How the day was?
Quiet, boy. Just inside.
Good. All right, yeah. Inside. Most important.
Not much options.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you saw what was that? It was Mosica? Doubles?
One.
You saw the... Between that was then a KFC line. Trinidad. We had to do better.
A man who had COVID with slight.
A COVID with slight, a week. Yo, yeah, that was a real poor showing on our part, Trinidad. Like, we had to get it together.
As my boy Archer would say, this is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next voice you're hearing is the homie Ryan for about 21 years now. Right? What's good? What you doing?
Ain't shit.
It's all good in these streets, Wow, yeah. Nah, this first day of things releasing phase by phase. I actually was listening to the report this morning, and I was real happy that they mentioned more than once that. Let me see. I want to make sure I get this right. That for the next 2 weeks they're going to be monitoring how the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, do with his masks on and social distancing and so forth. Yeah, first day, we looking at good. Poor, real poor.
Yeah, don't get too comfortable. We back wrong.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, and we can't. The reality is you can't blame anybody but yourself, though. Like, they gave you all 2 weeks to see how you would do, and that's really what transpired.
Yeah, and then they'll come and complain.
Yeah, exactly, as we all do.
I couldn't believe that picture. I couldn't.
Yeah,
first thing in the morning, like I wake up real late today. I don't know. I don't usually wake up late. I wake up to that. I'm like, this is exactly what they spoke about. Like, why?
Yeah, nah, for real. I go into my timeline to see when new products came out, everything, try to put my mindset in place for the next couple of projects, and boom, that picture. I did shut off social media one time. I went and watched TV. I put on Last Dance, and that was my day right there. It's like, nah, I'm not with it today. Yeah, I'm really not with it today, So, yeah, everybody. So, this is, so you heard from Chea, you heard from Ryan. I'm your host, Johan. I'm actually the owner and director of RatedRpm Ltd. But I go by Rated. Everyone calls me Rated, so you'll get accustomed to that name sooner or later. It is what it is, But we do have a couple of great things in store for you today. Of course, we need to hit some of you with the introduction as to what RatedRpm is. So if you're new to the company, we're going to run you through how we started. Even some of our close followers and fans don't even know like the true story of RatedRpm. So I'm actually excited to hit you all with this one, Then we're going to talk about a few projects that we might have in the making. We might even drop a couple gems, a few surprises. Stay tuned for that, But be sure to check all our social media platforms. Check RatedRpm on Instagram, RatedRpm on Facebook, LinkedIn. Hardly use that, to be honest, but it is what it is. Twitter and RatedRpm.com. All right. Actually, before I even start that, let me also mention I have this for edit right now. I'm gonna post this up by the time this show is over, actually. But the BMW 3 Series. I know a lot of our followers will know about the satin black BMW 3 Series, the 320D, the diesel 6 Ford manual. We just made the decision to adjust the price ever so slightly. So make sure and check out our social media so you'll see what the new price is. If you all have any questions, feel free to email us, call us, or drop us a message. It's cool. So let's move on with the show. So Rated RPM. What is Rated RPM exactly? So Rated RPM Limited is a company that specializes in the ordering of wheels and accessories for European cars. In short, we customize European cars. We do everything from the rims and tires to audio upgrades to suspension upgrades. It could be low-end springs or air suspension, right? It could be body kit upgrades or performance upgrades. We do any and everything for all European cars, from VW go all the way up to the Range Rovers. We could even do a Lamborghini if a customer brings one. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that does come soon, But I did get a couple of messages in my social media recently, and there were a couple of followers who've been with us for a while now. They're like, what really made you decide to open this business, especially knowing this business is a niche business, And I thought that was a good question. So this is something that I really should have addressed and, give people an idea as to how this became how this came into what it is today. So Johan, actually went to St. Anthony's College. And upon leaving St. Anthony's College, I got the opportunity to play football for the school, but I decided, you know what? Nah, I know from a young age what I want to do, which is something in the automobile industry, culture, lifestyle, anything, within that realm. I even remember there were days when I was leaving school, and while I was traveling home, instead of, completing the journey, I would just stop by the fire station on Rice Road and just run out to Mercedes-Benz to see what new products they would have in their showroom, and so, because that is used to excite me. That would make my day. And there was one sales rep I really wish I could remember the guy's name, but unfortunately I can't. It was so long ago. Yes, I'm old. I left school in 2003, right? And this guy was really cool. Like, of course I ain't got the money. I'm still in school uniform, and this guy would run through all the cars with me. And at that time, the new Mercedes S-Class had just released. We now call it the cockeyed Benz. You remember that car?
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So imagine that car came out in 1998. So that's to tell you how long ago that was. And that, a lot of people who know cars would call it the W220, but it's still the Mercedes S-Class. And that car introduced us to air suspension. That car introduced us to ventilated front seats, which we now see today. We'll actually touch on one of Chea's cars that had that, right? But wasn't $1 million, which is what the S-Class would have been sometime back then. That just shows how technology, things becoming more common in the industry, and that was me every single day. And then I said, you know what? Thanks for the opportunity, but I don't think football is the direction. I want to do something where cars concerned. So I went across the Academy of Auto Mechanics and did my diploma there. It was a 2-year course. And that was actually some of the best days of my life. And I don't even think, my two guys here know this. Like, we would sit down in class because the class was on the Eastern Main Road itself. Like, it was right above the TNTech service area. We would sit down in class and we would hear a car race by, and the teacher would stop the class and he'd be like, yo, what engine is that? What car is that? Like, for real. Yeah, like, for real. Like, in the middle of teaching something, he'd be like, stop. What's that? And we would just, without seeing it, like Subaru, WRX, STI, Nissan with an RB20 or RB26 twin turbo, or SR20, or B18C, or K20 Honda engine. Like, we would actually know that just from the song, and that was a game for us. So 2-year course, left that. Was trying to figure out how to take a little break, but I was like, you know what? Nah, let me get right into this, to try and build up, let me not say build, to try and figure out exactly what I want to do with my life. And then I went into sales. And at the age of 19, I then became the youngest sales rep to ever work in a firm. Thank you very much to that firm. They remain nameless for now. But yeah, I was the youngest sales rep back then and to date to work with this European car company, and that experience was actually phenomenal. Honestly speaking, like the first day I remember working with them, They pulled me in. They allowed me to test drive. It was like an 800 and something $1,000 vehicle. And I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Anything that gets me to do this, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life, And during my tenure there, even I forgot this. I was chatting with some of my past co-workers, and they reminded me, they're like, yo, you remember when you got your trip to New York? And I was like, no, I actually forgot about that. Like when I started at 19, 3 years after, I actually won an award in the Latin American region for most improved sales
Right,
rep.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and the company flew me out to New York Auto Show with all the other sales reps from around the world, and I was like, yo, yeah, that is spectacular. That was quite an experience. One that I certainly cherish, and I do applaud them and thank them for that opportunity. And I just gave myself some time because as time was passing, I heard so many customers complaining. They're like, yo, what rim options do you have? Any power upgrades, any body kit options? And the company's like, no, we don't offer that because of the region that we're in, the Latin American region. We just not offer that from the franchise company at all. And I would just do my research, make a couple of calls to some suppliers abroad and form connections with them. And even while I was working there, the company said, no, it's cool. There's no conflict of interest. It's making the customer happy, and I was able to actually outfit some of their vehicles some of the customers' vehicles, I should say. It wasn't for the showroom, but but some of the customers' vehicles with rims and tires and so on. That was like the beginning of a long journey. I realized so many customers wanted this commodity and they just either didn't know where to source it, or I don't know if you guys had this problem, but or ordering something and it doesn't work for your car and then trying to ship that back. I know you
Yeah, I
guys had
still
that
have
problem
that.
before.
Don't send it back. I just have like wrong parts for no reason in storage room.
You just have that corner of your room that just have boxes that.
Yeah. Luckily, I have a little storage.
Let's hope that one day a man come along with a one of a kind BMW that this could fit in.
Yeah, yo, like trying to ship things back out of Trinidad is the worst. And I studied this. I ordered a set of Mercedes wheels for a customer for a brand new C-Class. As soon as the order was shipped, the customer was like, hey, the order shipped yet? I changed my mind. I'm like, bro, no, it doesn't work like that. The order has shipped. It's on its way to Trinidad. He's like, damn, all right. And then the order lands in the country and he's like, send it back, order the new one for me. I'm like, what? These are rims. Okay? Each rim weighs like somewhere between 25 to 30 pounds. Right? You want me to ship this back? He's like, yeah, I'll pay. I was like, all right. DHL charged me 1,100 pounds US to ship this back. My heart dropping. Yeah, for real.
Okay.
For real. And the thing is, and what had me laughing is he confirmed the wheels he wanted, and then he shipped, and then as soon as the wheels were shipped, he's like, yo, nah, boy, I see this next trim. I wear this trim for sure. I'm like, my hands up in the air. I don't know what to do for you now. He's like, nah, when they come down, let me know what's the possibilities. And I told him, and I'm like, yo, the possibility is we either keep it in the country and try to get it sold, which could happen, but I can't really tell a customer in a month, 2 months, or a year it would sell. It comes specifically for your vehicle. And the reason why I said it comes for your vehicle, or to all the listeners, is not TSW wheels or Vossen wheels or something. It's Mercedes genuine wheels, right? And we brought it with a particular pattern and offset for his brand new C-Class, brand new. And he's like, yeah, nah, I want to go for this pattern instead, the C63 wheels. I'm like, all right, DHL cost 1,100 US, and yeah, it went back, and then we ordered the new wheels, and that, I mean, even that is crazy. So yeah, shipping things back out of this country will always be expensive, but it is what it is. It's just part of the experience, I guess. It's part of the business, So yeah, so after I was able to do, like 3 or 4 vehicles there, and then I was able to by God's grace, sell the most expensive car that the firm ever carried.
Right.
I just washed my hands and I was like, yo, all right, it's time for me to do rated RPM, you know, full time now. And the most expensive car that I actually sold for them, which I still think to this date in their history is the most expensive car that they sold. The customer took wheels from me, you know. So when I was able to do that, I was like, yeah, all right, work on the connections, work on exactly what it is you want to do, and push forward from there. And then as soon as I left, I remember, like, yo, I will never forget this. The first real project that I got to do, Ryan, I'm pretty sure you're going to remember this. It was actually Ryan's car. It was a B5 Audi A4. You remember that PBH 47?
I might remember the first car
Yeah,
I
I
had.
do remember.
Vaguely.
Vaguely. Yo, it was matte black with 19-inch Audi wheels. And then we ended up doing a JL Audio full sound system. The door speakers changed. A 10-inch JL Audio sub went to the trunk with JL Audio amplifiers. Then it was the whole interior was done over, headliner and seats. And then it was H&R lowering springs. And the front lights, yeah, the headlights and tail lights, we did LED. And I kid you not, I went on, what was it? This popular site in
Yeah.
Trinidad, Trinituna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went on Trinituna the other day, and for fun, I just typed in rated RPM. And yo, you know those cars are still up on that site?
They,
For real?
yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like those cars are actually still up on the site. um, for I think it was Stance. It was a car show back then, Stance, and we had done Marcel's 250Z. Shout out to young Marcel, who
Yeah.
you really ain't young
Mass.
no more, but shout out
I
to
think
the
he's
homie
just
young
Marcel.
Marcel. Yeah, yeah, he's just Marcel. He gave us the 250Z to customize. It was red, and we did lowering springs, and then we did HP wheels, I believe it was. But we did a flip because everybody at that time, or at least from what I was looking at, they were doing, like you paint the lip black, and you paint like the face of a rim a particular color to match the car.
Yeah,
You,
yeah,
you,
yeah.
you know, you know that style.
The lip was the same color, the car.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Back then, I was like, yo, I'm going to flip this over. I kept the wheels matte black, and then I did the entire lip. I think the back rim was like 11 inches or 11 and a half inches. I did that in gloss red. And that was the beginning. Like, when I did those two full projects, I was like, yeah, all right. This is what, this is really what I want to do. I, you get a few odds and ends in between there. Some customers just wanting like a part for their vehicle, for the European car, or, just wheels or whatever. And then that was your first Euro, right? The Audi
It
A4.
was, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It was.
That was, yeah. I believe so. And that was, so Ryan had to be 5. And that your A4 was the B8 model, 1.8 turbo, 163 horsepower. But that was the fully loaded, and that's why I laughed when I was speaking about the Mercedes S-Class, the cockeyed Benz from Belly, as we all know, because ventilated front seats. That's what the
Yeah.
A4 had, though. you know. Yeah, where you can actually it had fans in the seats that work like similar to AC system that would always keep the seats cool. But your car came with the sunroof,
Wait, now,
the dynamic
that's
system.
cool seats too?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I can't speak for much. I can't speak for all the
Yeah.
brands, but yeah.
My first A4, like, jumping.
Because I feel like I had a car with a seat warmer already, and I don't know when I was going to use that.
Nah, because you never been on a cold weather seat in the winter, dog. Like, that's necessary.
Not yet. But I also
Oh, here? Oh, no. Definitely.
I don't even know why that option left wherever. What?
Yeah, for our market, right? Yeah, like why would
they go through the checklist? It's like, all right, cool. You put the steering wheel, yeah, check. You put the tires, check. Seat warmer, check. Yeah, wait, what? Where this car going?
Yeah, like you have winter sometimes, not all the time. Like no, like we hot all the time.
Oh,
yeah, that's one of those features that I just never understood though. They actually have steering wheel warmers, right? Like they actually have from manufacturer, some steering wheels that are heated.
Must be nice.
Toasty
I mean-
hands.
I don't know how to experience that, but I'll take your word for it. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, yo. But yo, for real though. And a lot of people actually question me with regards to this decision though. But honestly speaking, that B8 Audi A4 is still to date my favorite Audi A4 of all time. I've had all of them for a long period of time.
Yeah, I
but
think the B7 and
I-
B8 would probably be my favorite. I actually did not like any after that.
Well, the new, I'll be honest.
I don't really like it.
The B8.5, yeah, the B7 was the introduction of the big grill.
Yeah, so the 7.
And that was a presence by
Yeah, the
itself.
7 and 8. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't even know what they went to after 8.5 or 9.
Yeah, they went to 8.5 because the 7, because Ryan, you had a 7 also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, that is true. You had a 7 also, but that came on the sports package, so you actually didn't need to lower that. That already
No, but
came
Ryan, so which
2
one I
inches
had? I had
lower
the
than the
8.
luxury package.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Yeah,
had
you
the
had
8
the
and
8.
7.
No,
I
so
didn't do
the
anything
matte
with
black,
it.
the matte black
That was
one
the
Ryan
5.
had. Yeah, so the matte black one was a B5, right? And then Ryan had a B7. That was PBX. Yeah, it was silver, and we had done at that time. It was a 3-liter Audi A6 wheels and 19-inch for that car. I remember that. And then what Shea had was yes, Shea,
Yeah,
you had a
right.
B7 also 36.
36.
Damn, look at that.
Oh, you
Right,
had
so
it.
you
Oh, I don't even
also
remember.
yeah.
I know you say you said that. I didn't know you
Yeah.
had it.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So he had purchased 36, and then he went on to the B8, as I said, which I think to date is still the flyest Audi A4. That not most powerful now, and I'll get to that shortly. But that Audi A4, it came with everything. It came with Parktronic sensors front and rear. It came with a Bang& Olufsen sound system. It was something like a 11 speaker system, I think. Right? It was an 11 speaker system with SD card reader. The later versions came with Bluetooth audio, the automatic headlights, windshield wipers, keyless entry,
that was
push
fun.
button start, the dynamic drive. Yeah, the dynamic drive where you could switch like the settings of the suspension from auto to comfort. That was, and then to sport. To me, that was the car. And then it came with the B8.5, and I'm like, it high like a
Yeah,
Hilux.
it was tamed. It was
It shows,
tamed.
yeah, it was, extremely tamed. It had, but it actually had much less features than the B8 though, like a lot less features. Some of them didn't even come with Parktronic sensors. Yeah, so that was a huge step down. But that,
Yeah, I
Mhm.
can't drive a vehicle
Though
without
that
parking
just
sensors
crossed
anymore.
my mind. That was part of the
No,
feature.
but here how like people say that's just a luxury, and it's not really like I bounced my car over Carnival because my reverse sensors weren't working, and I didn't even care to look back.
right?
No, I didn't know my sensors
Yeah, so you
weren't
was
working.
expecting it. You were
But
waiting for it.
yeah, I was expecting something, so now I don't even take a minute to look back. I just waiting to hear the beep. So I
Yeah.
am definitely ruined.
I
I
feel
cannot
like
drive a
I
car
feel like
without it. I can do without a camera. Like a camera don't really.
I feel like as a human
But the
being,
beeps, nah, the beeps
I
are necessary.
devolved from having the ability to like look back and judge where the back of the car is anymore. Like I
Yeah,
can't
and
do
I
it.
mean, it's weird that you say that because like usually they have like mirrors that you don't need to look back, but we just still look back anyway.
And I agree with Shane because I don't have to depend on Parktronic sensors, thank God, or parking aids or whatever, the listener, whatever you term it as.
My
And
last,
for all those who actually don't know, but hold up, for all those who don't know, the Parktronic sensor that we're talking about is the sensor that works while you're parking. So it's sometimes
the
majority
name
of
is
the
in the
times it'll be
title,
at the rear of the
Yeah,
vehicle.
if it didn't
Yeah,
make
the
that
name is the
out,
title,
like
then
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I remember, Ryan Jr.
Yeah, that to this day that's probably the greatest piece of driving I've ever witnessed.
yeah, I was there.
So
I
you know that
witnessed
Junior
it.
Gong story?
But I was ready to walk.
Oh, yeah.
Me and
Just hold on
Chea
to
and
the
I were
bike.
looking over and just waiting for you to bounce till. I guess we would have, at that point, we don't know if we was going to run or
Yeah.
stay. I just wasn't going to be part of that. Like you play the
And that
opposite
was
of Tetris. Like Tetris is finding our space. You was trying to get the block out the space.
That was impressive. That was impressive.
Yeah. I can't even do
yeah,
that
that was
today
a BMW
with
7
sensors and camera.
Series.
So
Yo, yeah, good times, boy. Nah, but that whole Junior Gong experience, meeting him and driving him around, yeah, that was fire, boy. But anyway, we digress. But yeah, but that partially sensors, I wouldn't say I have to rely on it at all because my muscle memory will always force me to still look behind, and not even in mirrors. I still have to look behind to get a proper gauge, no matter what I'm driving, especially with the multiple cars I drive. Yeah, no, for work, of course. But if you're fortunate now to get like the Range Rover or the Q7 or so that have the 360-degree camera,
Yeah.
now that is crazy.
Sorcery.
You all saw that?
Yeah.
So sorcery. Yo, yeah. Right, never saw that? Yeah, no, I said next time I have a car that I'm working on that has that feature, I'll show you. So basically the car, well, the traditional way, at least that I know. So it wouldn't just show you if you have a reverse camera, it wouldn't just show you the rear. This camera will literally show you the front, sides, and rear of the vehicle, even a top
Yeah.
view of the car. So you could see
wait,
any and
how does it
everything.
get top
You could see
view?
the curb. Yeah, there are a couple of cameras placed on the vehicle. I cannot tell you the angle that the camera captures at, but the normal displays, or sorry, the normal camera mounted points would be in the front grille. I think they would have one each in the side mirror, and then they have one in the rear. But I guess it's kind of like a GoPro that does like 120 field vision type thing, or probably even more. That I
Yeah.
certainly have to check, but it is crazy when you
And
look at
it'll
it. And
create a
then the self
composite
parking.
image
So wait, what
of
Yes, sir.
all those cameras, so it looks as though like a drone is over your vehicle and it's seeing your vehicle and the
Oh,
surroundings.
so Michael Bay just
Yeah.
designing cars now.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, yeah, essentially that's what it is. 'Cause I remember I was doing a black optic Audi Q7 for a customer, the brand new one. I was doing electronic running boards and mats and rims for the guy, and I actually didn't even have to put the car into reverse because even while you're in traffic and you're edging up too close to the car in front, it's going to come out automatically, and then you're going to see exactly where you're about to hit or close to hitting or might hit. And even if you're parking by a curb, you could even look at the screen in the vehicle and you could see how far you are from a curb at the side of your car, at the passenger side, just so you don't scratch your wheels or nothing like that.
Unnecessary.
It's crazy. Yeah, for real. Yes, it's crazy. It honestly is crazy. Yes, but anyway, sorry listeners. Yeah, we got caught up in technology
I
there
just
for
say
a
that.
second.
I would think that by
Um,
now somebody would have invented like sensors. 'Cause I would buy those.
mm,
Once you are using
right?
like changing rims on your car, you worried about scratching your rims. So
Yeah.
they should have somebody send a little
Hell
wireless
yeah.
sensors that beat the same way and let you know when they're gonna dig up your rim.
Yo, that never crossed. I don't know how they would integrate it, but that has never crossed my mind. And I remember when doing some customers' wheels and they were like,
Here,
nah, I don't worry about the rims
here
because
how
I'm
you
gonna
do
buy
it.
tires with
Here how you
with,
do
with the
it.
rim protector. And I'm like,
A
what?
little screen that's showing you the
Mm,
same overview of the car, and each little wheel you're seeing from
mm.
green to red, the distance away from wherever it is. Look. See,
Right,
I feel I might gotta edit
right.
this and all
Understand what
before
you're
somebody
saying.
take this and do it before me.
Nah, but this is an idea I will support somebody taking because I just don't want to. I just want to stop digging up my ribs.
I could check and see if that exists, and if not, I feel like it's an energy into that. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Rims or
yeah,
rim
boy.
sensors or
Yo,
yeah.
that
Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
because I think, and you know what? I'll
No, go ahead.
You know, no, I was about to say because in the next episode, one or two of the cars that we're gonna speak about, that's a little surprise for you guys. I'll let you all know at the end of this podcast. It definitely doesn't have that idea that you're speaking about, but the same one that I was speaking about, where it has the curb assist, so that you don't scratch your wheels. It has it, but if you could integrate your idea to get like a closer view as to where the curb is, or even distance, or even that
Yeah, but
lights
then
and part you're speaking about,
the
that'll be
vehicle
epic.
that you talking
For real.
about that
That'll
coming
be
with
fire.
that, like, that's what 1% of the population gonna be able to afford.
Oh yeah, that's $500,000
Wow.
US. Yeah,
But maybe they
that
could
is
take out the
literally
seat
$500,000
warmer as well. It'll be more affordable.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Also, you know what?
A week.
Two things that I have in vehicles now that I didn't have then, or don't have now and had then, that I did not realize I also cannot live without, is automatic
Mhm.
windshield wipers.
Right. Yeah. A second.
Right.
And push to start.
Push. Not
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
much push to start.
Mhm. Well,
Keyless entry.
Nah,
yeah,
push to
I'm
start
not
isn't
gonna say
necessary
that.
for me. I have left my keys in my car twice
Yeah, that.
this week alone.
Oh, well, no, okay. Well, no, right. So you're speaking about the keyless entry function, where it will sense the key inside the vehicle or outside the
Well,
vehicle.
yeah, no. So the way my
And
pants set up these days, it's kind of hard for my keys to come in and out now.
right.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So
Oh,
and
shit.
one of my
Oh,
vehicles,
my
I
God.
don't need it, and the other one I need it. So I kind of forget.
Yeah.
But the
Right.
the windshield wipers, I didn't know how nice it is for when rain starts to fall, and my wipers say, "Hey, don't move your arms 2 inches to the left. I'll get
Yeah.
that for you."
And then it's
It sounds like an asshole cliche, but it is so
And then the
necessary.
rain don't ever fall consistently. So every 2 seconds you're raising it, slowing it down. If
Yeah.
you go too fast, it's shaking up the car, you can't hear the music, you gotta lower it back down. Yeah, it's
Yeah, but study this though. But study this. Well, just touching on what Ryan just said, where he's like, just that extra effort to move your hand like 2 inches, to the left just to put that on. I swear, people treating the indicators like that. Like they swear it's coming automatically though.
Nah, indicators. This
Like,
is a whole next episode. I'm not. How can I?
Yeah, that's a whole next episode. Trust me, we are going to touch on that, and but let it stir in your minds right now, so at least you can start using it because we're going back talk here for sure. But let me move on. Shay, you need to work on that app or that system for those rims. I'm pretty sure a lot of the viewers would love that idea. No more scratch rims. Well, truth be told, I mean, they might have it as the scratch level, so that's on them. But anyway,
I got this figured out. I'll get to it.
Yeah, why? Elon Musk, why are we not funding this? Apple, why are we not funding this?
And I would do some research too. I would put my hand on
God.
block that a rim is the most hit part of a vehicle. Statistically.
Yeah. Nothing ends my day like scratching a rim. Yo, I can be on the way to collect a check. A nice, fresh, shiny food that I just order. I don't want to get.
I saw that.
I just want to go and be sour.
Boy, actually, you saying that right now, my heart just sank because in March I did a brand new Audi A4 for a customer in South. I put on some Audi S5 Carvo wheels for him, and the sales rep called me either a week or 2 weeks ago, and these are the questions you don't want to hear. I like from the business standpoint, you probably want to hear it, but from somebody who's passionate about what they do, you don't want to hear this. Sales rep calls me, he's like, "Yo, how much for one rim?" I'm like, "For which car?" "The car we just do in March." I'm like, why are you asking the question to begin with? He's like, "I'll send you a picture and you let me know if this could be fixed." Yo, this customer rubbed down the whole driver's side rim.
Yeah.
like there's just a couple months old, yo, the whole
Yo,
rim
it it
curb
it
rash all
it's
over.
happened, and I don't even know how, but it happened to me at least once in every
Boy.
vehicle I had.
Yeah, nah, it really does happen. It really does happen. I even think, and I was about to touch. So actually, so no, what we were speaking about was Shea's B8. With all the technology that came in that versus the new models. And that actually, what? Probably in a later episode too, I will try to do a small comparison between that B8 and that B9 model. The B9 model is supposed to change real soon. Sorry to all of those who might have their hearts set on order with that B9 before the year is over. But yeah, that model is actually supposed to change soon on the Audi A4. But this one, I would admit, has impressed me a lot. But I'll get to that at a later date. But Shay, you upgraded, and you upgraded to BMW,
Mm-hmm.
the same BMW 3 Series, the satin black, the rated RPM BMW. Yeah, well, how's the
That
experience
is
been with that
a
car?
fun vehicle. Honestly, super makeout. Probably the least conspicuous vehicle I ever owned, but I
Right,
mean, it's nice. It's fun to drive because it's manual. Um,
right,
I mean, diesel to me is the trump
right.
card
Yes, true.
in that because, for example, the Blue 4 Series to fill that
Yeah.
tank is about, let's say, almost $400.
Mm-hmm.
And that would last you a week with normal driving.
Right.
And this one, the 3 Series, same size
Mm-hmm.
engine, actually same engine, same horsepower, everything, just diesel, is like $180 to fill, and that will last 3 weeks.
Right.
So,
Wow.
yeah, so I have no
Wow.
complaints with that at all. Music,
What?
air suspension, so.
Ooh,
Damn.
ask me about my car. Ooh,
No,
ask
but
me.
the best thing about that car, though,
So
and
to all the listeners,
I always complain about this because the first time when I gave you an A4, you want to know I don't like my car low. I don't want my car on the ground. I don't want to have to turn sideways to go over humps like I drive in a fucking Almira.
right.
Like I don't want to make out. And when you wanted the A4 for me, I drive over a manhole cover and a scrape under the car. Swear. A manhole cover. So, but with this car now, the car can drive, look low, nice and aggressive, but then if I need to come out of somewhere or go over a hump, I can just raise the car a little bit and then it'll back down. Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah, that is actually one of the coolest things I ever did in a car, and I'll actually touch on that after this. That's the Acura suspension. Oh, so close to my heart. Yeah. So Ryan, how much do you take to fill your tank?
Well, I have a rule where I don't spend more than 300 on gas. So how much ever that gets me is what I put. If it's on
Right.
zero, it'll go up to probably like 3/4 tank. And yeah, that's all that's going to go. So the other quarter, I'm not even going to average it. It's whatever. Yeah.
And that's premium.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yo. Yeah, nah, I feel it. So to all the listeners out there, so again, if you go on RatedRpm.com or anyone or RatedRpm on any social media platform, you'll actually see the cars that we're speaking about. So Shay has the 6 forward manual 320D. D standing for
As opposed
diesel,
to what else?
right? Rear wheel drive BMW 3 Series. Right. 220D, the 3 Series diesel. But we fitted that vehicle with M body design with the front lip spoiler, carbon fiber accessories with strong spoiler, side mirrors. Then we did the BMW M6 satin black wheels, 19-inch, wrapped in Pirelli run flat tires. We also did an audio upgrade, but just a base add-on. We did a 10-inch W1 JL audio base upgrade in the vehicle, combined with an Acura air suspension. And then with Ryan's car, to all those who are following us, and you guys know the Nardo Grey Audi A5, which should be told looks like an RS5, but the Nardo Grey A5 that has full rigger body kit, 19-inch rotor arm wheels, is actually stock suspension because of how low the side skirts are on the rigger body kit, but it's stop tech 6 piston caliper brakes in the front, with a J audio 10-inch in the rear, also a W3, with an APR stage 1, full APR exhaust on the vehicle, also pedal booster delay, like both cars fully equipped. One car for performance
Yeah,
and one
yeah.
car for style, you could say. One for form, one for function. Yeah, one for form, one for function. But nah, I do feel Ryan's pain because every time I drive Ryan's car and I have to go to the gas station, I'm quite pissed. But nothing compared more to the M63 AMG that I had for sale. Close friend and customer of mine that lent me the car for some months to try and get it sold for him. I remember from Maloney lights to Piarco lights, all out with a quarter tank of gas.
Like a second hand.
I kid you not. Yeah, exactly. I am not, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even joking. From Maloney lights to Piarco lights, a quarter tank of gas. I mean, I want to say at speed limit, but quarter tank of gas, 2 o'clock in the morning. It was the most obscene thing. It's a 505 brake horsepower SUV, right, in a 6.3 liter Mercedes engine. Like, it was crazy. And then the Audi S5, well, that don't treat gas nice either. That's the worst also. I think now is where I should, give, the listeners an idea as to what we've been doing recently, or should I say what we've even done this year thus far, and some of the upcoming projects, some of them a little private still. We have a couple of surprises for you guys, but I mean, Shay, you mentioned Accuair just now. That company, Accuair, they, to me, in my opinion at least, are the leaders, or unfortunately, were the leaders in air suspension. Like, they were crazy. They were above everything. They were the guys to introduce height sensors into the game. So share that BMW that's driving right now. To all the people who are listening, there's a particular feature in that car where the driver could go inside the vehicle and then the vehicle auto adjusts to keep its perfect level. He could fill that car with 3 occupants in the rear, 1 in the front seat. He could even put a cooler in the trunk if he desires to, or luggage to travel, and the car will auto-correct itself. It is a system that continuously adjusts and learns as you go along. To me, that was one of the most amazing things ever, and that is actually in the BMW. There were 2 dealers in the country, and Rated RPM was fortunate enough to be one of the authorized dealers. But this COVID situation kind of just threw a spoke in everyone's wheel, and the company filed for bankruptcy on the 2nd of April this year. It's very disheartening. I mean, at least for you, Shay, or whoever does purchase the vehicle, or whoever in the country may have an Acura system, their support center is still open. To my understanding, at least, I heard that from the dealerships and so, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So any issues or whatever, it does come with a lifetime warranty, which is actually pretty cool. Very few things. See, we haven't gotten any word as yet with regards to that. But how was that system been treating you though in your vehicle?
Good. Honestly, once in a while I'll have some like sensor errors. I'll have to stop the car and take it off and turn it back on. But I mean, other than that, I love it. There's one thing though, which I mean you can't get away from unless you get the new compressors. But the compressors when they refill in, well, obviously people who would wonder why the car needs a compressor. So to fill the airbags back with air, obviously you would need an air tank to be able to do that. And when the air tank is refilling with the compressor, it's a bit noisy. Might last maybe about 30 seconds, but
Yeah.
other than that, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, that is true. I would be honest. I've been begging Ryan to put a system in. Oh my god, because that front bumper and that side skirt, is the worst when it comes
Yeah.
to humps. And you know what? He's on stock suspension. You know,
I feel it
but
cheaper to just
yeah,
fix the road.
that suspension to me is like, have you dumped or parked or pancake mode, whatever you want to call it. where it's all on the
Mhm.
ground. And funny story. I didn't even think I told you guys this. So when that car was just completed, Shay, because that car took us. This was our first time doing air suspension in our car, right? We actually did that before we did the air suspension in the Q7. We took about 3 weeks to do that air suspension. It was just two guys. It was myself and Varun, right? And my boys had a auto show, like a showcase for the new cars and so in Movie Town. So I go to check them and I pull up with the BMW and I pull up in front of like the digital store. And as I jump out the vehicle, this Acura system had, to me, one of the coolest features ever, where you could use the entire system from your phone, right? It's a wireless system, so you could raise and lower the ride height of the car from your phone, people. So I jump out the vehicle and I go to check my boy, and we just installed the system, so I wanted to show him how it worked. So I pull up on the curb and take my phone out, slam the vehicle all the way down to the ground. So him and I are chatting, and this lady passes with her kids, an elderly lady, and she's like, look at these youths. Like, look at that car. Who's supposed to go over? Who's supposed to drive in Trinidad with this car? That is so stupid. And I was like, oh. So I
Mm.
pulled the phone out, raised the car. The woman froze. The kids froze. They looked around because they had no clue who did it, and they just sped off. And we were in the corner
Yeah.
laughing, like, yo. Like, she had no words after that, you know? And then, yeah. So, we had this little habit too, like when we finish a project, like a big project, like, yeah, as you talk about, like Ryan's Matte Black A40 Nardo Grey or your BMW 3 Series, we have our little proving ground. So we like to call it proving ground. Is really us saying, okay, we did a good job with the car. Like, that head turner, you could get somebody to stop their
Yeah.
conversation midstream. Yeah. So we used to do that on the avenue. And I remember on the avenue once I was driving down and traffic, because how people, when people chilling on the avenue late at night and I put the car in one and it was like right above the tires and just driving on and you could see people just putting the beer to their head and just turning midstream while they were drinking, like, yo, what is that passing? And that is just like one of the best feelings ever. Ryan Carr, same thing, head turner, attention seeker with another grade too. Yeah. With another grade. And I actually have an award here. I'm looking at the award right now. Import Jamboree from Garage Fresh Racetrack. Most impressive Euro in 2015. Look how long ago that was, 5 years ago. Bless you. Yo, that was 5 years ago though. Yeah, 5 years ago we won an award for that car. And you want to know the funniest thing in the world? We didn't even enter the car show. Like, we honestly
I think
didn't
in
enter
that car
the.
show was so much shit that they went to the parking lot.
Yo, we know we didn't. Like, we pulled up. Like, the homie who was driving the car, so he's like, yo, you been on the front? Like, yeah. He's like, yo, you could pull up a nigga, just pull up on the side of the road. And when I pulled up with the car and I slammed on the floor, he's like, yo, you want to drive in? Or I was like, I mean, cool. Yeah, the guy kind of really clean or nothing, but we just finished it. I wouldn't mind, like, I have no expectations at this point. You're just kind of doing this for, first and foremost, the owner of the vehicle. You want to make sure they're satisfied with the vehicle. But of course, you put all this effort into the car. You're kind of doing your civic duty to the community by doing something proper to our car, So I drove into the car show and just pulled up a space. And then judging started, and I saw people walking around the car, and I'm like, whoa, 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 hold up. Like, we didn't come here for this. And then I get presented with this award for most impressive Euro in a whole car show. I'm like, huh, okay. But the customer wasn't getting that trophy. That's my trophy. That's gonna stay right here with me. But yeah, that accurate. I mean, it's so sad to see them go like that. To me, that's one of the most impressive things I've ever come about in the automotive industry. I really hope things do change and go to the best. It actually sucks even more because for anyone who does go on the social media, we just put up some teaser stories of a brand new 2019 W205 C180. Same customer who we were speaking about earlier, actually, with the wheels, who sent it back. And we just put on his new wheels for him, and they're now wrapped in Pirelli P0 run flats. And we're supposed to put RKA suspension in his car. Like, that car is actually supposed to be a full project body kit audio upgrade, and accurate suspension. So, I mean, I guess we just have to, see what else the market is offering or contact Acura, see if they respond to us with any possible good news. And, Acura, if you do ever hear this podcast, we wish you all the best. So it is what it is. So I mean, we see what COVID did to a large scale company like Acura, and I talk again large scale where this company actually made $7.1 million in sales in 2014. So by no means were they a small company, But how has this COVID situation been affecting you guys and especially your cars?
Giving the cars a rest.
Giving the cars a rest.
I mean, I don't. When's the last time I put diesel in that car? Maybe in. Who the hell knows?
I think the first question would be, what is today? These days just
Yeah,
running.
like probably honestly, sometime probably in March is the last time I put diesel in.
Wow, for real? Yo.
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan, what about you?
I put gas sometime last week. First time
Oh, okay, good.
a month.
First time in a month. Yo, your car hardly driving because
Yeah.
you have what? You have a 2012 Audi A5. The same now is a 2012, and you do it how much kilometers?
40.
40,000 kilometers from 2012 to now. That's 8 years. And see how much kilometers your car doing?
34.
34,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
Well, to the listeners, I have to carry about everybody wheels, and so my car doing like 180 something thousand kilometers. It is what it is. You swear we can tax you in my car at this point. Yeah, but when work calls, you just gotta go wherever it is. Thank God you're not too big in the largest of places. I mean, I guess it's the same here. Business kind of slowed down, but we still have those faithful customers who still touch base, check up on us. I actually got 1 or 2 orders. We have a special vehicle, and I actually pride myself on saying special vehicle. We'll touch on that in episode 2. So this is something that you guys could certainly look forward to. It is the only vehicle like it in Trinidad and Tobago, and we are going to do something to this car in, let's say, about 3 weeks to a month. We got the order. The order is going to be placed tomorrow, and I will keep you guys updated with that. But aside from that, thanks. So aside from that, to all those who are listening, what we would like to tell you all is during this time, especially this quarantine, to those who are listening to, what all the media platforms are saying and staying in your house, we will still ask that, you do adhere to some of the vehicle tips. Start your car every once in a while, at least once a week, to make sure the battery is properly charged. Keeping your car clean is actually good during this time to try and protect the paint a little bit. Tires, if you could drive the car just around the area, or if you're in a gated community, a compound or whatever, because tires, you can get flat spots on your tires if the vehicle isn't driven for a lengthy period of time. So I know there may be some people who, from probably the end of February, may not have moved their car. And if you are one of those people, take a spin around the block, put some gas in the car also. That is important. Because a lot of people don't know that gas actually goes stale in the gas tank. You guys know that?
Yeah, but after a while. Right?
Yeah. It goes after a while. Like, we want to say, like, if your car is sitting still for probably like a little over 2 months or so, it starts to deteriorate. The condensation begins in your tank, and that is something to be wary of because it could cause some problems. As the time span gets longer. So try to start the vehicle as much as possible for all those who are staying home. We're having some crazy accidents these days. Some of them I don't even want to get into. From this COVID party and that, and you guys just try to stay on the road as much as possible. I actually want to send a special shout out to Mileage Mac and Christian, and specifically at Mileage Mac, who, even during this time, we had 2 cars to do last week. I really didn't want to be on the roads, but the customers, the items have been sitting here for over a month, and they thought, it was proper time to, just run away a little quickly and install the rims and tires, which we were able to do. And Mileage Mac made sure that we were in and out of there in like less than an hour. Each car, their technicians were there. Some of their technicians even came and said, "Yo, they are treated so fairly right now. They have no complaints. The boss is trying his best not to cut salaries during this time, even though he's rotating shifts and some guys are home, but they're still getting full pay." And then I spoke to Christian himself about it, and he's like, "Yo, at the end of the day, staff is the most important thing, as we, the customers will never be happy." And you see that type of thinking, that is what we need more of in Trinidad and Tobago, that excellent customer service. So a special shout out to Christian. This is why I always do work with him. Always happy to go by Mileage Mac, for this special car that I was telling you, the one-off car in Trinidad and Tobago that we should get the items for next month. You guys look out for that also. That is going to be a doozy. Trust me. That's certainly something to look out for. But yeah, I would honestly like to say thanks to you guys. Thanks to Chea. Thanks for Ryan for making this first episode a grand one. Like, I think we had a lot of fun though. This is the first time we ever tried something like this, and it went pretty smoothly though. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Mine was good.
Good. Ryan, what you thought?
Good stuff.
Good. I'm happy to hear that. So Chea's BMW, the satin black BMW 3 Series with the accurate suspension. You guys can go up on our social media. Again, that's RatedRpm, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or RatedRpm.com, the actual website. There is a blog section on the website if you don't have social media, so you could always go up there and see what we post up on our Instagram. We are going to revamp and refresh the post with this vehicle for sale. We're going to drop the price. It literally is a steal of a deal. So you guys could take a look at it. We like to say special thanks to all our listeners who tuned in. Right. And we have a couple of real cool things in store for you all in the next one. And this is actually something that's, I think you guys could start thinking of one time for the next episode. Like some of your favorite cars that are currently in Trinidad or ever touched Trinidad. Because I think some people don't even know the type of cars that we have in the country within the last 10 years. Yeah. So that's I think that's something that we're certainly going to touch on. What are some of our favorite cars and some of the best cars that we did for customers? And I posted something on Instagram, and the responses were actually very interesting because the Mercedes G-Wagon, they have a new revamped version, but truth be told, it looks just like the 2005 version. But the G-Wagon is the G-Wagon. It will always be the king of SUVs. Or is it? They have, or is it? They have some contenders now. And you know what? You guys just have to listen to the next episode to hear what those contenders are and to hear what we think about it. Next episode, some of our favorite cars, the new Mercedes G-Wagon, what we think about it and some of the competition for that. And you might even get a sneak peek as to what car we're actually going to work on. So thanks for joining us. Thank you guys very much for coming on to the Life We Live, a Rated RPM podcast. First episode ever. And let's see what takes off from here. All right, guys?
All right, cool.
Good. All right, so you guys enjoy the rest of your night. We'll make sure to stay in touch. Everyone who's listening, have a wonderful, blessed day ahead. Be safe on these streets. As I said, keep in touch with those tips. Start your car, travel around the block, make sure the car is good because we don't want to end up in more expense when this COVID situation is over. Right? So, God bless everyone. Enjoy your night. Take care. Bye-bye.